Bulking, cardio, and nutrition for your bodybuilder's physique. What's up, Internet? Jason Ingles of Big J's Extreme Fitness. Today is the 1st of March, 2012. Time flies. It's already March. And the reason for this video, and I've had lots of requests, is, hey, Big J, I want to get big the right way, and here is your video. Now, remember, really quickly, I want to mention this. This is what I did to achieve 300 pounds plus when I was competing in bodybuilding. And it's also what I've been participating in the last 10 years to maintain 260, 265, even 270. Sometimes I'll drop down to 250, but in the last 10 years that I have not stepped on stage, this nutrition that I'm about to talk about has kept me up to 260 pounds. There's King Kamali, and there's a picture of King Kamali and I right there. Big Ronnie Coleman years ago. That's me on the right there, standing beside Ronnie, and then there's another one of Ronnie and I. There's another example of being almost too heavy. I know I was in my 300s there, but that's Branch Warren and I. I think he was probably 260, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but I think I was 310, 315 right there. Big Mark Hanlon. There's a picture here and I there. Big Mark was an awesome trainer. Rest in peace, brother. Now, first and foremost, and this is the quickest part of the video, we'll start out with cardio. So if you want to get big and you want to get strong and you want to have incredible gains, you do also have to remember, if your heart and your lungs and your brain and your organs are not functioning properly, it's all in vain. So you need to make sure that you're doing your cardio. Now, the type of cardio that I would participate when I was up above 300 pounds and now at 260 plus is 3 days a week, 20 minutes a session. That is all I've done. And sometimes I miss out on my cardio only because of the long hours of work or the extreme intensity that I've utilized in the gym that kept my heart rate up to 35, 45, even an hour of time for training. But 3 days a week, 20 minutes a session at a moderate pace, okay? So Stairmaster bike, treadmill, step mill, walking outside, no running. I hate running. It hurts my joints and tendons. But that's what you need to do. That's the bottom line. 3 days a week, 20 minutes a session, moderate intensity for your cardio. That means when you're doing your cardio, you can carry on a regular conversation with the person next to you without dying, without exhausting all of your oxygen. You can talk almost like I'm talking to you. That's the cardio part of it. There's an example of getting way too heavy. I was probably 320 there, if not heavier. Maybe a little lighter. I remember being 315 to 320 or so in that picture. But that was just too much. Just thought I'd share some of these pictures with you guys. It's me and Mark Hanlon and Branch Warren there posing. There's one of Branch and I there a couple years ago. Here's some pictures of getting ready for competitions there, posing. And then there's actual contest shape there. I know that's horrible lighting. It's just pictures sitting here, so just giving you a little taste of some of these I've got. There's me with the power team. I used to help train those guys with nutrition. Actually, when they come to town, I would help break stuff with them. There's Anthony Clark. I know that's a really bad picture, but that's me on the left. That's Anthony Clark, the strongest reverse bench presser in the world. And then there's getting ready for a contest. There's a good picture there. I think I showed you guys some video of that one. And then that's me and Augusta Bus Carter there about a year or so ago. I know the pictures are real blurry, but here's a good example of me being, I know it was at least 270 there and pretty doggone lean. Sorry about the glare. It's just, like I say, these are pictures on a couch here. And then there's a pretty good one, competing at the Ronnie Coleman. There's a guest posing there. I don't know if you can see it. And then there's right after I got my butt kicked. See all the bruises on my face. I was doing a little photo shoot after I got through boxing. I used to box for the military, or on the military team. Those pictures are a good depiction of my bulking and my pre-contest nutrition and cardio. So hope you enjoyed that. There's a lot of history in those pictures. And there's a whole lot more to go. So later on in the videos, and this year we'll participate more in some of the old videos and pictures and whatnot. But hope you enjoyed it. And thanks a lot for being interested, guys. Here's your video. So here's the most important part of this nutrition. And I'm going to tell you right now, for the last 20 years plus, 10 years of competition, 10 years of being off and not competing at all, but still bodybuilding, I have always followed this nutrition plan, a day process. day 1, day 2, day 3, sometimes even day 4. When I'm bulking, I participate in a 3-day nutrition plan, and it's just like the bodybuilder's nutrition and cardio for your bodybuilding's physique, but more calories, okay? Less calories, and again, I don't participate in calories, but less grams of carbohydrates, less grams of protein. Now we're going to be participating in more grams of carbohydrates, protein, and fat. So here's day 1. Do the numbers. So for day 1 is my big body part day, my legs and my back, and I'm going to need my most consumption of macros. So what I'll do is I'll take my body weight, which right now is 260 pounds, and then I'll add up to 25, maybe even 50, but 25 to be safe, because this is a lot of protein, guys. Your body's really not going to be able to use all of it unless you're training your butt off, okay? So 260 to 270 pounds, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to add 25 more grams of protein to that. So I just round it off, and I'm at 300 grams of protein. That's on my day one bulking nutrition, okay? So 300 grams of protein. I'm 260, I'm going up to 200 or 300, okay? For my carbohydrates, that's a protein. Plug your body weight into this also, don't use mine. For my carbohydrates, I'm going to, and if you remember on my bodybuilder's nutrition, it was not very much at all, like right at 1 gram. So I'm going to go up to 2, even 3 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight, and you're just going to have to play with it, because you're probably not going to be able to do it the first couple of days because your stomach is just going to be too bloated and too full. But training with intensity will utilize these calories and put them into your stored cells, replenish the muscles and the fibers, etc. So we'll get into that later. So I'm 260 pounds, and I want to at least double that. So real quick, 500 would be 250, another 20 would be 520. So what I'm going to do is go on up to 550. That's only 2 more grams, okay? That's 2 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight. And if we did 3, let's say I'm just 250, that would be 750 grams of carbohydrates. So what I'm going to do is the first few days just do double, and then in a couple days later when I'm really hungry, I'm going to go up to 3. So it would be 750 grams of carbohydrates for a day 1 training only. Now my vegetables, always have 2 cups of mixed vegetables, no matter what. That's what I have. For my fat, okay, you're going to get fat from your proteins, you're going to get fat from your oatmeal, you're going to get fat from nuts and peanut butter. I don't like nuts. I've said that before. I like organic peanut butter, and I will have 4 huge heaping tablespoons of peanut butter, organic of course, throughout the day. Once in the morning, once before I train, once after I train, and once before I go to bed. That is your day 1 bulking nutrition. 300 grams of protein, because I'm 260, 750 up to 750 grams of carbohydrates, because I'm 3 times my body weight, and then 2 cups of vegetables, always have your vegetables, and 4 tablespoons of organic peanut butter. That'll give you lots of fat, lots of protein, lots of carbs. Okay, there's day 1. For day 2 now, we're trying to stay big, we're trying to add mass, but we don't want to have as many calories because we're not using as many calories. And I keep mentioning calories, I never count them, I'm just saying it because everybody else does. We're going to cut back just a little bit. So on day 2, which is shoulders, chest, or arms, what I would do is at least my body weight in protein. So I'm going 260 to 300, just depends on how hungry I am for protein. On the carbohydrates, if I had 3 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight, I'll go down to 2, okay? Because again, you don't want to get fat, you just want to get big, okay? And this is not a dirty bulk like a lot of you guys say. I didn't even know what that term was until about 6 months ago, but this is a lean, hard gainer nutrition, okay? So I'll go down to 2 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight. So in example, if I'm 250, I'm going to have 500 grams of protein. So I'm at 260 to 300 protein, and I messed up, I meant carbohydrates. And then I'm going to have 500 grams of carbohydrates, still 2 cups of mixed vegetables, okay? Always have your vegetables. And I'm going to go down to 3 heaping tablespoons. I'm talking big, fat, gigantic tablespoons of peanut butter, okay? And that's your day 2, your shoulders, chest, and arms. Now for day 3, which is a non-training day, or a cardio day, or a grip training day, and you know what? I would probably have a day 2 on a grip training day, because when I train grip with Paul, man, my freaking arms all the way from my neck down to my toe or my fingernails are sore. So we are utilizing some protein and carbohydrates and fat. So we're going to go ahead and add the grip training onto day 2. Now day 3, again, is no training or just cardio. We don't want to get too fat, okay? So here we go. We're still going to have our body weight in protein, 260 grams of protein, got to have that. We're still going to have at least our body weight in carbohydrates, okay? So at least 260 grams of carbs. You're probably going to be starving because you're extra or actually used to having double or triple your body weight in carbohydrates. So at least you're 260. And then we're going to drop down to 2, because I'm going to give you a cheat day too. We're going to drop down to 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, but we're also going to have a cheat meal this day. Okay, so if it's a hamburger and fries and a shake, which is horrible for you, which I love, or pizza, or an ice cream, or a chocolate milkshake, or whatever you want for one whole meal. Don't do it all day long because you're going to look like crap. Eat one whole meal for, you know, an hour. Just sit there, and when you get full, go to the bathroom, come back and eat some more. But do that and eat whatever you want for that meal, but have that amount of grams of protein and amount of grams of carbohydrates and fat on top of your cheat meal if you want to, or on day 4 go really clean and then have your cheat meal. Just, it's up to you. You can have a cheat meal on day 3 or day 4, but go right back immediately. I know this is a lot of information, so rewind it if you have to. I'm dead serious that this works, guys, I promise. If you have to do your cheat meal on a day 4, which is less carbs and more fat, or a day 3, then do so, but immediately go back to your day 1, which was 300 grams of protein, 750 grams of carbohydrates, 4 tablespoons of peanut butter, 2 cups of mixed vegetables. And again, you got to plug in your body weight for this, but at least 1 gram for protein of body weight, at least 3 grams, 2 to 3 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight, and then 4 giant tablespoons of peanut butter on your day 1. Day 2, I'm going over this again, but I'm hammering it in your heads. It works, guys. It really does work. Day 2, at least 1 for protein, at least 2 for carbs, and just 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. And then on day 3, 1 for protein, 1 for carbs, you know, 1 or 2 for your fats, and then have your cheat meal, or again, do a day 4 and cut back some of that and have your cheat meal. But again, start back over with day 1. Don't end up on Thursday and say, well, what do I do for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Go back to day 1 for Thursday. Okay, I hope you got that. Please leave any questions at the bottom. Please understand that I did this professionally for 10 to 12 years. It did work for me. I was over 300 pounds safely. I never got above 15, 16% body fat. Right now, I'm still doing it. I'm 260 plus. I may be 12% body fat at the most. Still very cardiovascularly. I'm spitting all over myself. I'm excited. Still very cardiovascularly efficient. And this is how it goes. Remember, you got to do your cardio too, guys. You can't just be fat toads. And the main reason I'm going to pause for... Hopefully I found some really fat pictures of me when I was doing it the wrong way, and some really big pictures of me when I was doing it the right way. Hopefully I can put all those in here. But the main reason that this works for me is because I don't cheat on my diet all the time every day. I'll have a bowl of ice cream every 2 or 3 days, okay? I don't like hamburgers, so I probably had a hamburger about 3 years ago. I mean, I do like hamburgers, but it's been a long time. Pizza, I think I had a slice like a month ago. It's just about the extra good protein and the extra good carbohydrates. And real quick, I'll give you an example of my type of food that I'm using on day 1. Day 1, usually I'll have lots of eggs, a couple of 3 or 4 yolks. I'll have steak for breakfast or hamburger meat that's lean. Mid-morning, I'll have a protein shake and some peanut butter. Lunchtime, I'll even have some organic bread along with that peanut butter. So that's all those carbohydrates and fat that we're having. Lunch, I'll have steak and hamburger meat. Lots of rice, brown rice. I'll have a couple potatoes, some more peanut butter, vegetables. Mid-afternoon, I'll have a big protein shake with a scoop of peanut butter, even some ice cream in it. A couple more slices of organic bread for the carbs, even a potato with some light ranch on it. Dinner, more steak, lots of chicken. Couple more eggs over easy, you know, for the yolks. Cream of rice, oatmeal, all that stuff, okay? Put your peanut butter in oatmeal morning and nighttime. That's a big, heavy calorie day 1. And, of course, all you do is you start peeling away for day 2 and day 3. But remember, guys, day 1, 2, and 3 works. I promise. Again, 20 years of experience. It's always worked for me. It still works for me. I have people at the professional bodybuilder level that is competing and winning on these nutrition tips. So make sure that you apply it, okay? Remember, guys, I think that's it for today. I've got an awesome interview coming up. Intensity Rules, Train Hardcore. Oh, one more quick thing. I'm going to miss this important part. I put a response video up to Big Play Ray. He was talking about full range of motion versus partial reps. And my video, unless you're not paying attention, will look like it's a regression or an opposite of what he said. I operate in my full range of motion, so full range of motion is very important for you to do. Only because I can extend out that far, that's all the extension I have, is I'm doing sort of partial reps, but it's my full range of motion. The only thing I do not agree with, and I don't care who says it, it doesn't matter, I do not agree with lockouts at all. Extensions for legs, extensions for elbows, extensions for your back. If you do that lockout, it's so injurious on your joints and tendons that you take the muscle tension out of it. It's all about muscle tension. Flex and muscle stretch, okay? That's what it's all about. Full range of motion, yes. Lockouts, no. Full muscle stretch and flexion, yes. Okay, so I'm kind of redeeming myself with putting that video up for Big Play Ray. And here's another important point, or important tip. Big Play Ray and I will be doing a live question and answer. I don't know how to do it yet. He's going to explain it to me. But Big Play Ray and I will do a dual video together and do question and answers live in the next week or so. So look forward to that. Again, remember, guys, intensity rules, train hardcore, and remember my quote, results are not given to you, they are taken by you. See you guys later.